Well, the first thing I want to say is, number one, it takes courage to come and do any kind of a workshop where you have to express yourself. You know, communicate, express yourself, and obviously acting is all of those things. I mean, acting encompasses just about everything that has to do with the arts, whether it's dancing, writing, singing. It's all part of the acting process. And by the way, for those of you that have never acted before, don't worry about it, because acting is for everybody. It's an opportunity for you guys to open up, connect to yourself on a deeper level, learn how to get out of the way of yourself, get out of your head, get into that deeper, more impulsive part of yourself. Anybody have ever seen, anybody into sports here? All right. Do you think that when you see one of those guys catch the ball, they're going to go run through the line, and there's all these guys coming to tackle them, right? I think the guy goes, okay, I'm going to go right 2 steps, then I'll go straight, and I'm going to come across the field, right? I mean, what they got to do is, in that moment, they got to just take off and let their creative impulses, their gut, talk to them, right? Without time to think, they got to just jump in, which is why they love it, because when you're not thinking, a powerful part of yourself takes over. And that's the part, this creative, instinctive part of yourself that seems to know things that your head doesn't know. And acting, really, you're calling from your hard drive. You're calling forth all the experiences you've ever had, and you're mixing it with your imagination where you can create hypotheticals, meaning you're dealing with stuff that never even happened, and yet you're allowing yourself to experience this moment as if you had experienced it. Now, actors can create anything just by the choices they make. Choices are what we choose to believe is true. I choose to believe it's 10 below 0 again. Okay? If it's 10 below 0, how would I feel? Well, I don't go, oh, it's cold. See, that's acting. Now, the biggest sign I ever saw in my acting class, the first one I ever went to, was this sign that said, no acting, please. The hardest thing about acting is not acting. Sometimes it will open doors you never expected. I mean, people have gone and become president, you know. Truck drivers, housewives, garbage men, doesn't matter what it is. I've seen people come into acting and sometimes just playing at it, and it turns into a career, and other people that actually wanted to make it a career turn out to be the doctors and the lawyers and the truck drivers, right? You never know. But acting and the whole process of exploring who you are, and learning how to step into other people's circumstances, and learning how to see through other people's eyes, and realizing that on a deeper level, we are all interconnected. You may feel that you're so different from somebody, and yet how many of you have ever had a conversation with someone you thought you were so different from, and then you realize you shared a lot of common experiences? The truth is, down deep, we all share a connection, a powerful connection, and acting helps you to develop that connection. And I want you to be conscious of your breathing. Notice how some of you, your body language is kind of pulling back and you're suppressing your breath. There's a part of you already kind of protecting yourself. See, the minute we start interacting with each other, it starts affecting parts of ourselves. It starts bringing up stuff inside of ourselves. This is the beginning of the acting process, because in all the scenes that you play, and all the monologues you play, you're going to be doing something with somebody, and they're going to be affecting you. And by the way, you want to let them in. The thing is not to put a wall up and hold them out, but to actually let what somebody says and does affect you. And this time, rather than sharing what you feel, I want you just to go one word, one word. It could go like this. Me and you are looking at each other, and I'm just going to let whatever word comes out. Blue.
Anxious.
Laugh.
Funny.
Time.
Not enough.
You.
Nice.
Hair. Whatever wants to come. It's a moment to moment, just not planning it, not thinking about it. Don't hold back and spend 5 minutes thinking what word you're going to say. Okay, the whole thing is to let a rhythm, to let the words just come out of the moment. So look at each other, going word, 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 one word, go. But this is just the beginning part of that, but trust this little kind of thing where you're not given written lines to say, you're literally having to just let whatever words want to come. And do you ever notice there's a part of you wants to control what you're saying? You don't want to say something stupid, and you want to sound intelligent, right? The whole key is to let go, and even if it comes out to, stop trying to think so hard and let yourself. Acting is really learning how to translate from the head. Okay, it starts here, but then you're translating and building choices that will lead you into this deeper, more creative part of your being, where you start to be in this kind of moment-to-moment place where things can happen that you never expected.
You know, I even cook, I make sandwiches, I even make it so nice. And Yeah.
I don't know where this is coming from.
But you're home all the time. You're on the
Maybe
internet.
you and Roger are having an affair and you're just blaming it on me.
That is your personality disorder.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Personality disorder.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I have menopause. Huh? Maybe it's that.
No.
Huh?
I don't think it's menopause.
Really? Really? Because you're the doctor.
No. I trust my friend over you, and that's just the way it is.
Really?
Guys, trust me.
Really?
Good. Wow. The Kraken has been unleashed. Okay.
I thought that I deserved more.
Well, what would you like?
Guys? I want you just to say one. Say one.
1,
2.
2.
Okay. Now, you see where his voice is placed?
Yeah.
And where you were when you went up to that acting voice?
Right.
Right. And the both of you are doing that right now. So how can we take this from the acting place to the two of you actually allowing yourselves to explore this premise realistically? What that means is, don't try to act upset or whatever. Just allow yourself to say, okay, what if this was my sister? What if my dad gave the circus that we both worked for to her? And I did all this work. I worked my ass off on weekends, on afternoons after school. I put all the time and the energy and he gives it to her. How would you really feel about that? Now, maybe you never had a father that did something like that or had a circus, but you know, we've all been in circumstances where somebody chose something over us, where we felt that somebody didn't appreciate all the hard work that we did, okay? Allow yourself to go into that real place and explore what if this was really happened to you, okay? Start going whenever you feel like it.
Keep moving.
Yeah, you can start letting the words come out of the scene.
Okay.
I'm the type of person who does things a certain way. Keep his universe in line.
I'd rather start the season. See, I'm the kind of guy, you know, that sometimes when my universe, it's on the way. I do this sometimes and that, but really, you know, let it come out of the exercise. Keep going.
One thing happens, and bam!
Yeah.
Causes another thing to happen.
Yeah.
Because he's got it too worked out. You got your monologue too worked out. And that was forcing you out of the box. And forcing you, like a jazz musician, to kind of let more kinds of colors and life and other things start to come out. But it also got in the way because he memorized it a certain way. And then we had to do all this exercise and move it around. It threw you out of your lines. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this would be good for you. And not necessarily would you have to do the scene like this, although it's an interesting choice, right?
You would implant it in your mind if doing it.
But the
that
point
way.
is, doing stuff like this breaks up the scene and forces you out of the box. And also, you want to learn these lines so that you can do it 1,000 different ways.
Start to cuss a little bit. Damn. That boy be looking good. Stuff like that?
You're not funny.
Oh, shoot. You always thought it was.
Well, that was before.
Before what? Before what?
Never mind.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Let's stop. That cracked me up. that was really kind of funny. By the way, you know, it's how much acting have you had?
Not really.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
And how long have you wanted to be an actress?
For a while now.
Convince me.
You know what's really nice? First of all, you have a great sense of humor, which is really, really funny.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I also want to say that you really, there's a part of you that really gets connected very easily. You get connected to a hypothetical premise really, really fast.
Don't you get it? We had to. It was the only way to get you here. Look, I know you hate me right
See how you're
now.
doing it in the same rhythm? You're doing it in the same rhythm. Are you able to notice that?
Yeah.
Good. I want you just to throw out the word. You see what I mean? No pauses.
Okay. Look, don't you get it? I know you hate me right now and you probably want to kill me. Well, let me tell you something. There have been times in the last few years.
Now, see how you're using the same pause. Let me tell you something. There have been times. Let me tell you something. There's been times. Just keep going. I don't want no pauses because you've learned it. You've learned it in a rhythm. You've learned it a certain way, and you're doing it the same way each time. The only difference between the first time and the second time was you took out the cry in your voice. You see? And you spoke more in your voice. I want to step you out of this rhythm that you learned it in. Okay? Because you're frozen in that. And it's locking you into this pattern. I want you to be freer, to really talk to him. And if you're looking at him, you know, and you make a choice for this guy, do you have anybody that you can really use as a substitution? Somebody that you care about and somebody that did drugs? Do you have anybody you can use at all? Well, imagine if that person was right there and you're talking to him. And what is your intention? You're really trying to wake this guy up. In fact, I want you to talk to him in your own words. Okay? Step out of the scene. It's the same situation, but use your own words.
Don't you get it? We had to. It was the only way to get you here.
You're doing it at the same speed. See, it's at the same slowness. See if you can do that 3 times faster.
Don't you get it? We had to.
Don't you get it?
It was the only way we could get you here. Now look, I know you hate me right now and you want to kill me. Well, let me tell you something.
I want you to
there have been times in the last few years that I swear, if I had a knife, I would have slit your goddamn throat.
There you go.
So go on and hate me. Hate all of us here. I don't care. It's over tonight.
There you go. Okay, take a seat. Good work. Go back to the improv, go back to the lines of the scene. Sometimes you can go in and out. Go weave back and forth from the improving, using your own words, back to the lines of the scene until you get as fluid and as free as you are with your own words with the lines that are written. It's a way of slowly letting go, surrendering, and allowing yourself to just move into that more intuitive, moment-to-moment truthing of the scene. Does that make sense to you? Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. You all deserve a big gold star on the Walk of Fame. God knows who will end up there. But I'm glad you came, and I thank you very much for inviting me. You all did great work. A lot of very talented people here.
Thank you very much.
So say we all.
So say we all. Fun stuff.